Now we'll continue with Act 3, Scene 3. It's a short scene, and this scene actually highlights the kind of revolt that these people have created. The mob has completely gone against the murderers. They are looking for them everywhere, whosoever they are finding. There is a kind of situation that is there. You can always relate it to the riots, that, a lot of chaos is going on. So here we find the character Sinha. Now, Sinha, we know, was among the murderers also, but this Sinha is Sinha the poet. He has the same name, but he is not one of the murderers, all right? So, Sinha the poet, he says, I dreamt tonight that I did feast with Caesar, and things unlucky charge my fantasy. Now we find that Sinha dreamt about Caesar, and from this we come to know that he must be the one who is in favor of Caesar, who loved him. So he saw him in his dreams. I have no will to wander forth of doors. Forth of doors means out of doors. He says, I don't want to go out, yet something leads me forth, but still something. Because actually he wants to go out to attend Caesar's funeral. Now, suddenly when he comes out, enter some citizens, some people. Now, the first citizen asks him, what is your name? Second one puts question, whither are you going? Where do you dwell? Are you a married man or a bachelor? Answer every man directly. Answer every man directly without roundabout answers, Aye, and briefly and wisely. Aye, and truly. You are best, to your best knowledge. Now you see, as soon as he comes out of his home, then suddenly he is surrounded by four people, and then they start asking him one after the other. They ask him many questions. So Sinha says, what is my name? Whither am I going? Where do I dwell? Am I a married man or bachelor? Then to answer every man directly and briefly and wisely and truly. Wisely I say, I am a bachelor. Then second citizen says, that's as much as to say, they are fools that marry. You will bring me a bang for that, I fear. Proceed directly. Means give answers, other answers. Directly, I am going to Caesar's funeral. Then first one says, as a friend or as an enemy? So he says, as a friend. The matter is answered directly. Okay, for your dwelling, briefly, means where do you live? So he says, briefly, I dwell by the capital. I live near the capital only. Your name, sir, truly? Truly, my name is Sinha. Now, as soon as he says Sinha, so tear him to pieces. He's a conspirator. But then he says, I am Sinha the poet. I am Sinha the poet. Tear him for his bad verses. Tear him for his bad verses. I am not Sinha the conspirator. It is no matter. His name is Sinha. Pluck but his name out of his heart and turn him going. Tear him. Come, brands, oh, firebrands to Brutus, to Cassius, burn all. Some to Decius' house, and some to Casca's, some to Ligarius. Away, go. And then this way they all exit. So unnecessarily, this fellow Sinha, who is a poet, who is not among the conspirators, who wasn't among the murderers, he has been beaten by them. So, this is what happens. So this scene has been introduced to let us know in what way, what kind of chaotic situation occurred after Antony's speech, when people were somehow flamed with anger, and they were looking for all traitors. They were looking for all conspirators, and they were killing them. So Brutus and Cassius, they both of them have already run away. All right. They have left Rome. They have run away. All right. I hope it is clear now. This way we complete Act 3. Okay.